Fish skin is one of the materials that we have at our range for you to design with, and yes, it is real fish skin. Here you can see the shape of the scales on the skin, and additionally you can see from the shape of the skin as well that it has in fact come from a fish. It's surprisingly hard wearing and the texture is a lot of fun to work with. It's a really good one for taking a classical style and making it something a little bit more contemporary and casual. A very good example of this is in fact when you're working with brown. You get to take something that's quite simple and also quite classic, and then make it a little bit more contemporary with the different kinds of shapes of scales that you'll have coming through in that particular texture. Now let's have a look at some examples of some use of fish skin. Here I've got some maroon ballet flats, and these ones here are quite lovely being paired with the black patent leather trim. I must have a word of warning though, when you're pairing different textures with fish skin, it can be hard to work with. Fish skin is so bold within itself that I would caution against actually doing anything more than something quite simple like a trim like this. Now, another design that's a great example of that, moving something that can be quite classical into something that's quite casual, is this design here. So we have a closed toe 4.5-inch heel. So of course the choice of colour has been a factor in that process, but I think the texture is the thing that really works with that colour to bring it into something that's a little bit more fun to wear. A second example of that same point is these shoes here, which are the peep toe, and these ones here are a little bit more classical again because they're a shorter heel. These are a 3-inch heel. Again, the blue and green colour have paired really nicely with the texture of the fish skin to make this one that is a little bit more casual. Now interestingly as well, you might observe when you're looking at your fish skin shoes that the cut in the leather is, or pardon me, the cut in the material is a little bit different. So at the front here you can see there'll be 2 cuts here and then the sides. Now the reason these are cut differently to other shoes is because the fish skin is obviously a lot smaller piece of material to work with. So you can see you'll need one whole fish skin to go at one side of the shoe, and then that'll wrap around to the back there. You'll need one whole fish skin for the other side of the shoe, and then you'll need a third piece to cover the front. And this becomes particularly evident when we're looking at shoes like these ones here, when they are in fact closed toe. So there are some ideas on how to work with fish skin, and I hope you enjoy designing with it.